Again, I'm Dr. Butch Villena. I'm a medical consultant. I've been a doctor for 24 years and a medical specialist of family medicine for 21 years now. I co-authored the book Complete 24/7, of course, with my wife, who's also a doctor, a pediatrician. I've been a professor for 12 long years, okay, both in the College of Medicine and Nursing. And presently, I'm one of the trainers of the company, both locally and internationally. And of course, I'm your medical and product consultant worldwide. Okay, so to begin with, kindly like my Facebook page, Dr. Butch Villena, Doc V. Kindly click the Times Up icon so that if you have certain queries or questions about our products, you can ask it there. But my simple request is that if you will be asking me about our products, possible combinations for your clients, kindly include the age, the diagnosis, all of the laboratory results, and of course, all of the synthetic medications your clients are taking so that when I answer, I will give my the products at once. Because if the informations are incomplete, I will be asking you again about the products, about the medicines, and of course the different laboratories, and it will make the answers quite longer because it will be prolonged. Because sometimes I will be answering it back, okay, after I answered all of the queries from all over the world. And right now, I'm lagging by around 3 days because of the so many questions that are coming to different parts of the world, especially including Africa and of course in the Philippines and Europe. So please kindly include all of those informations for us to have a easier, okay, communication. Now, begin with. So again, good morning. The person why I became part of this business, of course, my wife, okay, Dr. Chari Villena. She was the one who convinced me to attend the ECHO or the OPP way back September 2008. That's why this is my 12th year in the company. And when I saw the wonderful products and opportunity, I grabbed it right away. I became a part of our company 12 years ago with 15 accounts, of course, and the rest became history. Because of this company, because of the wonderful products, it changed our lives for the better. And that's my purpose for you right now, to share to you wonderful information for us to be healthy and for us to become successful in doing this business. Okay? So, are you ready? So, to begin with, okay, this is it. May Usually I begin with this topic, okay, for every group that I usually render my um, expertise. Because what is the purpose of earning a huge amount of money if you're not healthy? Okay? Because remember that in our company, in part consumerism and global, okay, the simple objective of the company is for us to be healthy and wealthy at the same time. Okay, now, why did I come out? Why did I come out with this kind of a training? Mainly because of this pandemic that hit the entire world here in the Philippines by last March. Okay. We were thinking then that this COVID-19 will end soon, but much to our surprise, even up to now, the numbers are increasing. There are millions of people affected by this COVID-19 here in the Philippines. I already lost the counting because I don't want to see the figures anymore. Because every day, cases are piling up. New cases are rising. Although, partial good news is that from 7% mortality, now it's less than 2% here in the Philippines. But still, mortality is mortality, death is death. Okay, especially the ones who are being afflicted are my colleagues in the medical profession. Okay. Um, the usual question to me is, Dr. Villena, is there already a medication for COVID-19? I'm sorry to say there's still none. They were able to they were able to come out with remdesivir. Okay. It's giving a good review. Also, the ones being given by Japan to the Philippines and other antiviral medications. And we're hoping and praying that this is the right medication for COVID. Now, about the vaccine, Russia is leading, okay, through its scientific innovations. They're now in their phase 3. And for us to really say that it's the safest vaccine, it should pass through the phase 4, okay, of the scientific data. that they're trying to compile. Now, since there are still no vaccine and medication specific for COVID-19, the simple question is how were they able to survive? Okay, how is it that the 98% were able to recover from COVID-19? Okay, and some of them even are asymptomatic or not feeling any signs of symptoms, but still having COVID-19 in their body. What usually happens? Why we're able to fight this so-called virus? Well, let me make it simple. These are topic for the day. Okay, steps to become healthy lifestyle for us not just to fight COVID-19, but to fight different kinds of microorganisms and different kinds of diseases, including cancer. And you know what? When I saw this topic in the internet, okay, I grabbed it right away, and I included other topics from different sources. But this one was, of course, written by Luis Angular, who happens to be a fitness manager at Dockbend Medical Center. And I will assure you, if you will follow this simple, healthy lifestyle, we can really be able to fight COVID-19. Now, let's talk it over. Because in us family physicians, every time we talk about healthy lifestyle, the simple words for this will be holistic health. Okay? I'm sure I cannot hear you, but can you please verbalize to yourselves holistic health? Okay? And what is holistic health? When you talk about holistic health, it means total health. Okay? It's not enough for you to go on a diet. It's not enough for you to eat fruits and vegetables. It's not even enough for us to be exposed to sunlight. It should be a combination of each and everything. Okay? So, doctor, okay, what are these? So, if you're ready, this, as what was said earlier, this will be a very short training, concise, but I will assure you, this will be wonderful. You will benefit from this training. Okay? So, if you're ready, and I'm ready, let's start. Game. The first amongst the so-called healthy tips will be for us to drink lots of water. Okay, and we all know, since we're studying in our elementary years, that we are two-thirds water, that human beings are two-thirds water. Okay, now, the question is, why do we need water? Because of these things written here that are very essential for our body. Number one, it carries our basic bodily functions. Number two, in order for us to remove waste, either through urination or defecation. And number three, to transport nutrients and oxygen throughout our bodies to form what? Energy. So right there and then you can be able to note that water is really needed by the body. And I do hope that this product Ultra H2 will soon be available in AIM Global Import Consumerism Europe. Okay. Now, Dr. Villena, how much water do we need to drink every day? 8 glasses at least, if you're gonna ask me. But if you can go for 10 glasses, it will be better. If you are an athlete or always go on an exercise every day, 12 glasses will be better. Now, um, as you can see here, the simple question is, doctor, how can I be sure that I'm really properly hydrated? Number one tip I'm gonna give you: don't wait for yourselves to be to be thirsty. Because once you feel so thirsty, it means it's already an early sign of dehydration. You get the point? So, what's my simple advice? Once you wake up in the morning, drink water at once. Preferably warm water with lemonade. Okay? Get a lemon, slice it, then mix with warm water and drink it right away. That will still be the best if you're gonna ask me. Now, Doc, okay, so how can I be sure, okay, that I'm drinking the right amount of water and that I'm properly hydrated? Look at the color of your urine. Okay, and as you can see there in your slides, in your cell phones or laptops, there are different colors of urine that you can be able to note. But the ones we are after is the so-called pale yellow urine. If that is the color of your urine, congratulations, you're healthy. Okay, you're properly hydrated. Okay, so that's number one. Again, let's try to repeat. How many glasses of water? 8 glasses to 10 with a maximum of 12. Okay, and drink a glass of water every hour. And the color of your urine should be what? Pale yellow. Are we clear? Okay, that's number one. That's the most basic. Okay, second tip: get enough sleep. I know some of you may be disappointed to hear that the ones we try to recommend will be 8 hours of sleep, 7 hours to 9 hours to be exact, because others are very busy in their job. Plus the fact that you're also doing your network, okay, and the leaders here in the Philippines kept on telling me that Dr. Villena, I'm really doing the business so hard. I'm only sleeping 2 hours to 3 hours every day. You know my usual response? You are killing your body slowly. Okay? And they usually ask me why. Because the significance of sleeping is very important for our body. Why again? I would like to inform you when we are awake, when we're working, so once you're awake, thousands of cells in our body are dying. And for us to be able to recover, okay, form again cells, it will happen when we're sleeping. You get a point. So in order for us to recover those dead cells when we're awake, we need to sleep. Okay? And the number of hours of sleep should be at least 7 to 9 hours with an average of 8 hours every day. You get the idea. Now, some of you might ask me, Dr. Villena, I find it so hard to sleep. I'm suffering from insomnia. What can I do? Okay. For what we have attended in our teleconference, okay, for a group of doctors, one of those speakers have mentioned the significance of, okay, removing your cell phones once you go on bed. Okay, so let me repeat. Once you lay your back on your bed, remove your cell phones. Because once this is open, your eyes and your brain, okay, will function faster. So in order for you to relax, remove your cell phones. Okay? Once you lie on your bed. Now, doc, what else? Okay? Once you lie down on your bed. Second, be sure that the lights are off. It should be a dark room in order for your brain and for your eyes to be relaxed. That will be the second tip. Thirdly, avoid drinking coffee and soft drinks at night. If you would like to drink our leave-in coffee, if you have the leave-in coffee with you, drink it in the morning, but not at night. Okay? Because their caffeine is still considered to be a stimulant. So avoid it. Okay? So let us try to repeat. Okay? Number one, okay, remove your cell phones. Number two, close all of the lights inside your room. And number three is what again? Okay? Don't drink coffee or soft drinks at night. Even okay, if you would like, if you can be able to purchase my choco. Okay, according to studies, cocoa or cocoa here in the Philippines, okay, can stimulate sleeping, and that will be good for us. You get the point. And last tip, try to read. Okay, because once you get tired, once your eyes get tired, I will assure you, you will become so sleepy. Those will be the tips that I can be able to share to you. Okay, but again, how many hours do we need to sleep every day? 8 hours. It's so easy. 8, 8. Okay, ocho, ocho. Okay, that will be the amount of water and the number of hours of sleep that we need, okay, to be healthy. Number three, is it exercise. I was convinced by my best friend, also a trainer of the company, Mr. Adrian Astigda Rosario, and we were still in Nigeria to go on an exercise. And I really benefited from these so different kinds of exercises that we've been doing in Nigeria. Now, the thing is, doctor, how many times do we need to exercise? It's up to you. 3 times a week, at least 5 times a week. Okay, every day if you want, but the ones I've heard is at least 4 times to 5 times a week will be the best for us. But here's the catch: if you will exercise, do it at least 30 minutes a day. Let me repeat what I've said. If you will exercise at least 30 minutes per day, that is what we call as prolonged exercise. What again? Prolonged exercise. Okay? What will be the significance? If you will not exercise, you will first burn the carbohydrate sugar before you can burn the fats. So losing weight will become more difficult. It will take you more time to do it, okay? And it will be harder. But if you will exercise for 30 minutes or more every day, losing weight will become faster, easier, and more fun. You get a point. Now, here in the Philippines, the gyms are still closed. So we have no other choice but to do an indoor exercise. Okay? So what can we do? Jumping jack, walking, even inside your house or inside the lawn of your house, okay, of your place, push-ups, which is my favorite, okay, planking. It's up to you. As long as you will exercise for 30 minutes a day, okay, that will be good. Why? Number one, we can be able to lower down the risk of suffering from different kinds of diseases. Number two, it will strengthen your bone. And number three, it can prolong our lifespan. You get a point? So please, for those who are not having a regular exercise, I will now try to encourage you to at least have an exercise of at least 30 minutes, 3 times a week. Okay? Okay? In order for our body to become stronger and healthier. Will that be a deal? Okay, now, what's the next? Since we're promoters of herbal products, food supplements, I will really encourage you to eat more fruits and vegetables daily. Okay. Now, I know they will be asking you, Doctor, what's the significance of eating fruits and vegetables? It contains vitamins and minerals that our body needs for them to function well, first. Secondly, okay, it contains fibers. Can you please say the word fibers? Okay. Then what will be the significance of fibers? Okay. So that when you move your bowel, it will be successful. Remember this. If you're gonna ask me, at least move your bowel once a day. Twice will be better. Okay, but at least once a day. Why again? Because your bowel contains substances, waste products that we don't need. Bacteria, viruses, fungi, toxins, free radicals. You get a point? So that's the significance of eating fruits and vegetables. Now, according to the ones recommended by the WHO, World Health Organization, we must eat. The words will be we must eat at least 5 servings, a minimum of 400 grams of different colors of fruits and vegetables daily. You get the point. And you can choose amongst those fruits and vegetables seen on your slide, okay, on your screen. Doctor, the problem is I don't eat fruits and vegetables. Then that will be a big problem, okay? Because as they said, when you eat fruits and vegetables, it needs to be what? Different colors. You have to eat the rainbow. Why again? Okay, brightly colored foods for you to be able to acquire high levels of antioxidants. I'm sure as part of our company in AIM Global, you know the meaning of antioxidants. You know the significance of antioxidants. But for those who are new, let me try to simplify it. When we say antioxidants, it means anti-free radicals. And when you talk about free radicals, you can get it anywhere. You can smell it, you can drink them, and you can eat them. And free radicals, okay, will destroy your body for you to suffer from different kinds of diseases. So what will be the significance of taking or eating fruits and vegetables? These antioxidants, okay, that is present in brightly colored fruits and vegetables will be there to neutralize. My dear leaders, say the word neutralize. Okay? They will be there to neutralize the free radicals in order to protect our body for you to become healthier. Okay? So please, okay, if you're gonna ask me, aside from you losing weight, okay, your body will become stronger by eating fruits and vegetables. Okay? And try to lessen the intake of meat products, especially pork and beef. Clear? Okay, now, doctor, what else? Mhm. Every time I see this slide, it really gives me a certain smile and laughter. Why again? Okay, because I'm guilty with this one few years ago. Okay, what are these? Processed foods. Okay, when you talk about processed foods, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but they taste so good. When you say processed, they will undergo a system in order to prolong the lifespan of the food. And I'm gonna mention some of the so-called processed foods and tell me if I'm wrong or right by saying that it really tastes so good. What are these? Bacon, ham, hamburger. Okay, here in the Philippines, longanisa, tocino. Okay, and I saw some of you saying, "Wow," but they taste so good. But the problem is, okay, it's bad for our health. It's really bad for our health. Why? Because they contain saturated fats and even salt and other stuff that can cause high blood pressure, heart diseases, heart attack, stroke, diabetes, and so on and so forth. That's the problem with processed foods. Okay? So again, if you cannot totally remove them, at least cut down the intake of processed foods. Are we clear? Now, doctor, I got your point. What else? Here. As members of Alliance Emotion Global and Part Consumerism, okay, what we always advise our dear leaders, part of the community, is for us to avoid negative people in our lives. Okay? Just try to imagine. What if Sister Marie, okay, you were able to earn a good amount of money doing this business. Then those people surrounding you kept on saying, chamba lang yan. Hmm, uh, she was just given downlines by her upline. Okay? That instead of them being happy for your success, okay, they're always saying bad things at your back. So what will be the tendency? Just try to imagine this. If you're being surrounded by negative people, you yourself might become negative. You get the point? And once you feel so negative, feel so sad, down, depressed, and lonely, you know what will happen to you? Your immune system will definitely go down. If your immune system goes down, okay, you cannot be able to fight different kinds of microorganisms, bacteria, viruses, fungi, including COVID-19, including cancer cells. I've seen, I've met and seen so many clients, patients of mine, okay, who suffered from cancer mainly because their life is so lonely. Okay, so please, what I always suggest is don't let them suck your energy. Stay away from these negative people. If you can change them, if they don't want to change, if they don't want to be positive, forget them. Look for sets of people whose mindset is as positive as you are. You get the idea? Why? Because we need them. We need positive people to uplift us. Especially in these times of pandemic, I would like to inform you, my dear leaders, my dear brothers and sisters, okay, mga kababayan, that here in the Philippines, millions of people have already lost their job. And because of which, some of them are so depressed. And that's the problem nowadays here in the Philippines. I guess not just in the Philippines, but in the entire world. There are now so many people suffering from minor depressive disorder and major depressive disorder. So to uplift us and to get rid of this so-called depression, look for people that can make you laugh, that can make you feel so happy, and look for positive people. Are we clear? Okay, now, maybe Sister Shane is thinking, Doctor, I was able to remove those negative people. I'm now being surrounded by positive people. Very good. But the problem is, You're the ones who is negative. So again, even if you will be surrounded by positive people, if your mentality is still negative, it's useless. So again, if you will be surrounded by positive people, might as well be the ones that is also positive. Okay? Now, when I was reading this topic, again, I was surprised to find out that overeating will cause us, okay, should I say overeating is usually secondary for you to be, for you being unhappy. So if you're lonely, the tendency is for you to eat more. You get a point? If you will not sleep early, the tendency is for you to eat more. Now, I forgot to mention earlier, by the way, I'm sorry for this. What time do we need to sleep? I was able to remember it. You have to sleep at 10 o'clock in the evening. Okay, that's my usual routine. But again, since I love you, my dear leaders, and the only time for us to meet is this time, okay, this will be an exemption. Okay, but usually we need to sleep by 10 p.m. Okay, out of the total of 8 hours, you have to include that 10 p.m. to 3 o'clock in the morning. Those are the precious time for you to sleep. Why? I'm sure the question is why, doctor? Okay, why not just sleep at around 1 o'clock in the morning and wake up at around 9 o'clock? That will not be good. That will only be applicable for the call center people. Okay? But if you can sleep by 10 o'clock, you know what will usually happen? That is a time for your brains, okay, to produce melatonin. Not melanin. Melanin is the brown coloring pigment of the skin. Melatonin. What is that? That is the sleeping hormones. Once we secrete or produce sleeping hormones, melatonin, I will assure you, when you sleep, it will be a deep sleep. Okay? That once you wake up, you know the feeling? You will be so happy, so relaxed, complete sleep. And that will be very good for our body. You get a point? So again, out of the 8 hours, you have to include the 10 o'clock in the evening up to 3 o'clock in the morning for you to feel and experience a deep sleep. Very good. So again, be happy, okay? Have a positive mindset because if you have a positive mindset, you will be encouraging, you will be happy, you will be imaginative and strong, and you will be creative, and you will be determined and optimistic, okay, for this life of ours. Okay, Doc, I got your point. I need to be positive. Very good. What else? Mhm. Again, I'm guilty with this part, okay? Avoid trigger foods. Just like the processed foods. What is the meaning of trigger foods? That once you start eating them, you will not stop. You will not stop until you consume them. Okay? And what are these kinds of stuff? Okay? Again, forgive me for smiling because every time I look at this picture, my God, they taste really so good. Candy bars, chocolates, chips, cookies, okay, French fries, okay. Um, of course, in other countries we call French fries as chips, okay. Then Dunkin' Donut, Jayco, Mr. Donut, you name it, Krispy Kreme, okay, M&M's. Wow, wow, they really taste so good. Okay, I love eating those stuff, but the problem again is that it contains refined sugar, salt, flour, and even fats, and that will not be good for our body. Why again? It will cause problems to our cardiovascular system that may lead to heart attack, stroke, hypertension, diabetes, and so on and so forth. So, if you cannot avoid them totally, at least cut down, minimize the intake. Are we clear? Okay, good. What else? Take your time eating. You know what? In a What I always say is that in a in a bad situation, you always have to look at the good side. Okay? When during the old normal, as part of the training team, we usually travel to different provinces, 3 provinces in a week. Okay, so meaning to say, half of our lives we sleep into different hotels here in the Philippines and of course worldwide. Okay, but when the pandemic started, all of us were confined in our very home. Am I right with that one? So, and what's the beauty of this so-called pandemic? I'm not saying it's good, but I always look at the beautiful side, at the good side. I was able to spend more time with my family, more time with my kids, with my wife. I was able to know them more. We had a certain rule here at our very own house that once we eat, we will eat at the same time, and we will eat for at least 30 minutes. We will be in the dining table for 30 minutes. No one is allowed to eat faster. No one is allowed to leave at once. Okay? Why? We will be telling stories. We will be asking for their likes and dislikes. Okay, what they would like to achieve. Everything. Anything under the sun. And I was able to know more my family members. Okay? They were able to appreciate me more and I was able to appreciate them more. Okay, now this is my tip for all of you. If you will be eating meat products, which I do discourage you, okay, I do hope that you will try to lessen the intake of meat products. My simple suggestion is that chew the meat thoroughly in your mouth for at least 32 times. I'm not joking, I'm not kidding. Grind them well, okay? Chew them, turn them into small pieces. Okay, why again? So that digestion will initially start at once in your mouth. We have the salivary amylase whose function is to digest carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates. You got a point? Good. That will be your salivary amylase. Once the meat goes inside your stomach, we have the so-called protease that will try to convert them to become proteins. And once the fats goes inside your intestines, we have the lipase to digest them right away. So the significance of grinding those food, aside from early digestion, is of course for you not to choke and for you to be able to what? Okay? Digest the food thoroughly. So that will be good. So again, how many times do we need to chew the food in our mouth? 32 times. Okay? And how long should we eat? 20 minutes at least. Why? I've been to Africa. If we have brothers here from Africa, correct me if I'm wrong. But especially my dear brothers from Nigeria, when they eat, when you see the plate, wow, it's filled with food. But they eat so fast. 10 minutes, done. Here's the problem. If you will eat so fast, the tendency is for you to add another set of food on your plate. Because it usually takes our brain and our stomach 20 minutes for that stomach to give a signal to your brain that it is already filled with food. You get a point? So it takes 20 minutes to do that. But if you will consume your food for 5 minutes, it will not still be sending information to your brain. So the tendency is for you to add another food on your plate and eat them again as fast as you can. So what will happen to you? You will gain so much weight and it may lead to again obesity. I will assure you obesity will lead to hypertension, heart attack, stroke, diabetes, and so on and so forth. So please, eat slowly, chew your food thoroughly, enjoy your meal, talk with your relatives and your family members, and again, eat for at least 20 minutes. Will that be a deal? Okay, good. Okay, doc, I got a point. 20 minutes, 32 times in your mouth. Good. Prepare your meals. This one is self-explanatory. Because if you're the ones preparing your meals, and I will assure you, you will be preparing foods that will be what? Good for your body and for your family members. Okay? And when you talk about healthy choices, right healthy choices, of course, we're pertaining to what? Fruits and vegetables. Are we clear with that one? Okay. Green leafy, not just green leafy, but you have to eat the rainbow. Different colors, brightly colored fruits and vegetables every day. Good. What else? By the way, Doc, it's not enough if you're gonna ask me. Yes. Okay. I'm not saying that you will totally get rid of the meat, but if you can be able to lessen the meat like pork and beef, that will be better. Okay. The best meat that you can eat, if you're gonna ask me again, will be fish, followed by chicken. Okay? But if you're a vegetarian, wow, I really commend you for that. But what if you're a meat lover? Lessen pork, lessen the pork and beef, and go more with fish and chicken. Clear? Okay, good. Now what else? Do you see? Move towards low calorie and low fat alternatives. Choose amongst those foods seen in your laptop on your screen. Okay? This is the wrong notion of some people because they always say that I will go on a diet. Yes, but I'm not saying that you should never eat. That's wrong. Okay? What we always say is that if you would like to be healthy, go on a low fat or non fat alternatives. You get a point? Low fat or non fat alternatives. Are we clear? Okay. Why again? To improve your bowel and for you to lose some weight. Okay? To avoid you to become obese or overweight. Next. Have healthy snacks on hand. Okay? For a while. Yan ate ito, hinaan yung kanyang laptop. Rinig na rinig ko. Okay? Good. Now, have healthy snacks on hand. So, um, again, let me try to clarify this notion. Some of them are fond of undergoing the so-called intermittent fasting. What is that? Intermittent fasting. And sometimes they will just eat 2 times a day or once a day. Sometimes they will keep their breakfast. That's wrong. We doctors, most of the doctors will never recommend intermittent fasting. For you to lose weight, that's wrong. Okay? Let me give you an example. The best meal of the day will be breakfast. Why again? As the word implies, breakfast means breaking the fasting. What, doctor? Breaking the fast. Why again? Dinner time usually is around 7 o'clock in the evening. Okay, granting that we've talked to our loved ones while eating dinner and we finish by 8 p.m. Good. You know what? A full meal, a heavy meal, will take you around 4 hours to digest them inside your stomach. Merienda or snacks will only take you around 2 hours to digest them. So, if you have eaten up to 8 o'clock in the evening, by 12 midnight, it's already digested. Good. Okay? Lucky for you, you're already sleeping so that the amount of acid being produced by the stomach will become so low. But once we wake up, let me repeat these words. Once we wake up at around 6 o'clock in the morning, there will be a sudden surge of acid production inside your stomach. Some of you usually skips your breakfast and just drink hot coffee. Okay? Remember this. Hot coffee will further stimulate acid production. If there will be no solid food inside your stomach, what will the acid digest? They will try to burn the lining of your stomach. That can lead to gastritis, dyspepsia, hyperacidity, ulcer formation. That's wrong. What we always suggest is that small frequent feedings. Again, let me remove my glasses. What's that, doctor? Small frequent feedings. What is the meaning of small frequent feedings? Okay? Eat at least 4 to 5 times every day. Me? I usually eat 4 times a day. 8 o'clock in the morning, 12 noon, snacks, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the evening. And one of my favorite snacks is the ones seen, okay, on my slides. Banana. Saging na saba. Okay? I just boil them. That's good. Sometimes if you would like to add sugar, brown sugar, why not? Okay? And the best combination for that, and the second best liquid that you can drink aside from water, buko juice or coconut juice. And I will assure you, this will be the best possible combination for you. Why again? To avoid sugar crush. Let me repeat the words. Eating the right things is what matters most. So tell your friends who are skipping their meals, it's a big joke. It is not the ones being recommended by doctors. Are we clear? Okay, so, and again, that is one of the significance of drinking lots of water. Before you eat, drink water so that it's already filled with food. So the amount of food that now you're going to eat will become lesser. Clear with that one? Okay, to continue with. This is it. One of the most important things that you must do is to stop smoking. Let me repeat what I've said. Stop smoking. I know Europeans are also fond of smoking. Am I right with that one? Just like Filipinos. In Africa, I seldom, very seldom, was I able to see Africans who are smokers. And that's good for them. But for us here in the Philippines, a big percentage of our people are smokers. Now, what is the bad effects of smoking? Let me mention three. Number one, tartar. It will destroy your teeth. Second, carbon, it's either carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide. Once this carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide goes inside your lungs, inside your body, inside your blood vessels, they will try to compete with oxygen for their attachment to the hemoglobin. And remember that oxygen is needed for us to produce energy. And the affinity of carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide compared to oxygen to the hemoglobin is 200 times better. So once your oxygen is being displaced by this so-called carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide, what will happen to you? You will feel what? Sleepy, less energetic. That's the ill effect of smoking. And the worst component of that will be nicotine. It is addictive. I would like to inform you, it is addictive. And you know the bad effects of nicotine, it will cause emphysema, asthma, chronic bronchitis, and of course, don't forget lung cancer. All of those things are irreversible. Once you acquire those so-called diseases, it's irreversible. Okay? Now, imagine this. Let me try to clarify this issue. COVID-19 initially attacks your lungs. Let me repeat what I said. Okay? COVID-19 usually affects your lungs. Okay? Now, what if you're suffering from emphysema, chronic bronchitis, lung cancer, then you were affected by COVID-19? The more likely that you may suffer from a severe case or even death. You get the point? So please, you're not just trying to kill yourselves by continuously smoking. You're also killing your loved ones. So if you're gonna ask me, okay, please, if you're a smoker, stop it right now. If you're not a smoker, I commend you for that. But again, stop it right now. Clear with that one? Okay. Now let's talk about how to prevent COVID-19. Okay. First things first. Once you step out of your house, I know that Europeans are compliant because there are certain countries who doesn't believe in face mask and face shield. Here in the Philippines, we are now becoming so strict in implementing face mask and face shield. Okay? Face mask. Why again? You're trying to protect yourselves from being affected by other people, and you're also trying to protect them, okay, by being affected if you're the one suffering from COVID-19. You get a point? So that will be the best possible protection. Face mask. Second, face shield. It should cover your even above your eyes, of course, and below your what? Your jaw. Why again? It will be an extra protection for you not to be affected by COVID-19. You get a point. Face mask, face shield. Next, social distancing. 6 feet at least. Why again? Remember this, my dear leaders. COVID-19, as they claim, is being transmitted through droplets. What is the difference between droplets and airborne? Let me try to clarify these terminologies. When we say droplets, when someone coughs or sneezes, airborne particles that you cannot see can only travel as far as 6 feet before falling down on the ground. But when you talk about airborne, when you cough or sneeze, it may even go as far as 20 feet and may suspend in the air for seconds to minutes before falling on the ground. Okay? Now, let's just try to think that it's only droplets. So when you walk, social distance for 6 feet away from people that you do not know. You get me? Face mask, face shield, social distancing. Please bring with you your alcohol or hand sanitizers always. When you touch a money, when you touch something, when you touch a doorknob, spray right away. Because one of the easiest way to transmit it is then you will touch the doorknob. Then you will also touch the doorknob. Then you suddenly touch your T-zone. What's a T-zone? Eyes, nose, and mouth. Then you can be able to acquire COVID-19. So easy. So every now and then, use your alcohol, your hand sanitizers. Every time you touch something, especially money, okay, alcoholize your hands. Now, doctor, I got a point. Cough etiquette is very important. What is that again? Cough etiquette. Every time you cough or sneeze, use a handkerchief, a tissue paper. Okay, if you will use a tissue paper, after coughing, throw it right away inside your trash can. Then, if by chance you don't have a handkerchief or tissue paper, use your hands. Cover your mouth and nose. Or flex elbow. So as not to spread the microorganisms of COVID-19 to your surroundings. Especially if you are working in a room with, of course, your co-employees. You get me? Now, doc, I got a point. Face mask, face shield, avoid touching your T-zone while you are outside. The eyes, the nose, and the mouth. They are being lined by mucosa or mucous membrane. Unlike the skin, the mucous membrane is said to be what? Easily, okay, once you acquire the virus, it can easily go to your system, to your blood circulation, wherein you can be able to acquire COVID-19 the soonest possible time. Okay? So, now, you've done everything needed to, one more thing. One of the easiest way to acquire and transfer COVID-19 is in your workplace, relatives who will be visiting your place, and even friends who will be visiting your house. Co-workers in the office, relatives, or friends that will be visiting your house. Okay? Those are the most common, okay, way of transmitting COVID-19. Now, once you come back home, let's make it simple. Wash your hands at once. And how do we properly wash our hands? I'm sorry, I will be showing this to you again and again because COVID-19 is still very rampant all over the world. Wash your hands. Remove your rings, your watch, everything up to your wrist, remove it. Wash your hands thoroughly with water. Use a soap. If you have the deep cleansing or whitening bar or the oxygen bar, that will be good. Or if not, Safeguard is also good. Okay? Use your soap. Then, scrub your hands. First, close it. Then open your fingers so that the sides can also be what? Okay? Rub it soap. Close. Do it at the back. Open again. Then on the right side. Then open it up. For the fingers, you can do this both. Okay? Okay? And on your palm. Don't forget your thumb. And of course, your wrist. Do that for at least 20 seconds before washing your hands again thoroughly with water. Then dry them up. But the best suggestion that I may be able to recommend is that when you go back home, go straight to the wash area. Take a bath. So as to prevent transmitting the virus to your loved ones inside your house. You get me? It's good. And for your clothes, if you have a space, okay, before entering your house that you can be able to remove your clothes, it will be better. If not, what I usually do in our kitchen, okay, that is where I remove my clothes. I will be asking my wife for a towel. I will be removing my clothes. Okay, I will hang them outside first so that it will be hit by sunlight 24 hours before we will wash it. If not, put it in a plastic bag and spray with Lysol. Tie it. Then you can open it up after 24 hours. Because the maximum, as they say, that COVID-19 virus can last will be 24 hours without a host. Clear with that one? Okay, good. Okay, let's continue. By the way, leave your shoes and slippers outside. If you have a gate, you may do so. But if not, then be sure again that there's a safe place for you to place your shoes and slippers. You must have new sets of slippers in order to avoid bringing the virus from outside to inside of your house. Clear with that one? Next. Benefits of sunlight. People still kept on asking me, Dr. Villena, is there already a proof that sunlight can kill COVID-19? I'm sorry to say, there's still none. Okay? There's still no proof. But let's go back to history. 1918, if I'm not mistaken, there's this very dreadful virus called the Spanish flu that affected, and you will be surprised with this, that affected 500 million people. 500 million people with 50 million deaths. Wow! That Spanish flu affected 500 million people and caused 50 million deaths. God. It lasted for 1 year. You know what stopped the virus? Sunlight. They found out that sunlight can kill the virus after killing 50 million people. Okay, so can COVID-19 kill them? Can sunlight kill COVID-19? I don't know yet. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay? They said that if you will cough or sneeze, if the virus will land outside on the floor, on the ground, if hit by sunlight, they can only last for around 2 hours. But if you will cough or sneeze inside your house, you know the tendency, in a certain surface, this virus can even last for more than 24 hours. Or should I say 24 hours? And that will not be good. But what will be the benefit of being exposed to sunlight? Let me try to share to you. Okay, number one, it will make you produce in your brain the so-called feel-good hormones called the serotonin. So what will happen to you? It will boost your mood and will make you feel calm and even focused. Okay? It's a what? It's a hormone that can make you smile, that can make you feel so good. So that's the first benefit of sunlight. Okay? Second, when you are exposed to the sun at around 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 15 to 20 minutes, don't be exposed by 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That will already be UV light. 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Okay? Your skin, under your skin, we will be producing the so-called sunshine vitamin, which we call as vitamin D. Now, doctor, what is the significance of vitamin D? Look at this, my dear leaders, okay? And you will be surprised, okay, with, with the effects of vitamin D to our body. First, okay, longevity, stronger bone, stronger immune system, and healthier brain. That's the first. Good. Second, it will try to regulate your appetite, okay? And will improve your metabolism. Wonderful. Number three, it will improve your sleeping quality, okay? By promoting what? Production of melatonin. So here's the idea. If you will be exposed to the sun in the morning, in the evening by around 10 o'clock, your brain will now be programmed to produce melatonin for you to have what? To have a deep sleep. So that's the significance of being exposed to sunlight. Number four, reduce stress. Let me try to remind you, stress nowadays is so common because of the so-called COVID-19. It can also make you feel so lively. It will make you feel so good, okay? And will try to improve your brain function. It will also be good for your eyes. That's number five. Anti-aging. And for the married couples out there, you will you will be happy with this. Number six effect of um, vitamin D is that it will improve your libido by trying to balance your sex hormones. Okay, so if you're a married couple, um, I will be asking you a simple favor: expose yourself to sunlight, so that in the evening you will be able to enjoy, okay, your so-called relationship. Okay, so that will be the benefits of sunlight. Now, since we're talking about food supplements, the simple question is, sir, mom, do we really need to take food supplements? In order for me to answer that question, let me try to define supplementation. The intention of taking food supplements is to bridge the nutritional gap between the nutrients we're eating, okay, or the food that we're eating, and of course, the supplements we're taking. Now, what if you're a type of an individual who's not fond of eating fruits and vegetables? I know so many people who are not really used to eat fruits and vegetables. They just eat fast foods, okay, hamburger, okay, those easy stuff that are rich in what? Fats, saturated fats, salt, okay. Here comes the significance of taking food supplements. Because if you will just be eating those so-called food or stuff, the amount of vitamins and minerals are very low. So doctor, we need to take food supplements? Definitely. And when you talk about food supplements in Europe, then these are the wonderful food supplements of AIM Global Empowered Consumerism Europe, right there. And I would like to inform you that your E24/7, the ORAC value of C24/7 is even twice as much compared to C24/7. Okay? Let me repeat what I've said. The ORAC, the oxygen radical absorbance capacity value of E24/7, according to Brunswick Laboratory, which is the best laboratory assessing okay, different kinds of herbal products, is twice as much compared to C24/7. So if you're looking for vitamins and minerals, if you're looking for fruits and vegetables, resveratrol, okay, astarial, it's right there. Everything is right there. Okay, and you're so lucky because the ones who manufacture this is of course Wither from USA, which has a branch in Europe. That's why this product is really meant for those leaders in name global import consumerism Europe. Okay, so that's the best product that we can have. Now, uh, we have here, of course, the energy pendant and the eye protect 24/7 right here. What is inside your eye protect 24/7? It contains chlorine dioxide. Again, chlorine dioxide. Okay, according to studies I've read for a while. Okay, um, research by doctors. Okay, scientists, biologists, microbiologists in the laboratory, hospitals, and even nursing care. Okay, nursing home. They have tested this product through a wet environment. They place different kinds of microorganisms like bacteria, viruses, and fungi. When they place chlorine dioxide, these microorganisms, in a matter of seconds to minutes, died right away. So what the company did is to place that chlorine dioxide here inside. So doctor, what will be the beauty of that so-called chlorine dioxide? It will be giving you a green zone protection. Let me repeat my words, okay? It will be providing us with a green zone protection. What again? Green zone protection, okay? Airborne protection. 6 feet radius around us. Doc, again, airborne protection. Remember this. If COVID-19 is through droplets, remember, we're not just fighting COVID-19. We're fighting different kinds of microorganisms. Like what? Airborne diseases, tuberculosis. Airborne diseases, flu virus. So if you're wearing this, granting you're standing in one corner, okay, then a person as far as 20 feet from you, not wearing a face mask or face shield, suddenly cough or sneeze. These airborne particles that you cannot be able to see, once they enter your green zone, will disintegrate right away. So that will be protecting you against airborne diseases. Good. And this product, Dye Protect 24/7, can last for 1 month. After 1 month, replace, replenish. Okay? If you have Dye Protect home, stick it on the wall inside your room, inside your kid's room, and even inside your car to kill the microorganisms there. Now, Doc, how about this pendant? The energy pendant and of course the energy diffuser. Okay? If you have the energy pendant, okay, through infusion process, plasma-based technology, it will be there to increase your so-called chi. What is your chi? According to Chinese philosophers, your inner energy. Once you increase your chi or your inner energy, it will be improving. It will try to strengthen your aural field, aura, for a while. Very good. It will be it will be increasing your aural field. Why? Protection against UV light, against radiation coming from sunlight. Good. It is also there to improve your metabolism and of course strengthen your immune system. And I would like to inform you the anti-radiation effect of this lifetime. Now, for your gadgets, we have the energy diffuser. Laptop, cell phone, computers, televisions, and for me to prove, okay, that this product is really good, you can Google in the internet, YouTube, should I say, try to look for the so-called energy diffuser because different leaders, different distributors all over the world, even in Africa, have tested the product. They bought an electromagnetic frequency device whose function is to monitor the amount of, or to monitor the amount of radiation for all of those so-called different devices. And when they tested it, they were able to see that the radiation was so high. But when they placed the diffuser, it went back to zero. Doctor, if it will detach, what are we gonna do? Stick it back on. Because according to Dr. Kabantog, the anti-radiation effect of this diffuser is lifetime. And since we are now living in a world of technology, okay, we need to protect ourselves and of course our kids against radiation from your gadgets. Now, what else? If and ever, final product, if you will suffer from muscle pain, okay, and I'm sure all of you have suffered from muscle pain, please do not abuse the intake of mefenamic acid, ibuprofen, meloxicam, celecoxib, diclofenac sodium without a prescription coming from doctors like me. Because if you will abuse them, you know what will happen to you? It may destroy your kidneys or totally damage your kidneys and may cause ulcerations or even gastritis inside your stomach. If I were you, I'll go for the so-called patch, the curly patch. Take a bath first, dry up your skin. Apply the patch evenly on the muscle suffering from pain. And because of this so-called soothing heat relief with 9 wonderful components, the warmness of that patch will try to relax the muscles right away. And will try to open up the blood vessels, dilate the blood vessels, widen the blood vessels, so that the swelling from the surrounding will go inside. I will assure you, in a matter of 1 hour, the pain will decrease suddenly. And sometimes, after 3 hours, 6 hours, or 12 hours, it will subside. If the pain is still there, don't worry. Okay? That patch can stick on your skin for 48 hours. But my simple request, after 48 hours, while taking a bath, remove the patch. If there will still be pain, which seldom happens, then apply another patch. That's it. And these are the wonderful products that you can make use of for it to become healthier. But of course, one more thing I would like to suggest is to always smile. You know why? Let me be serious this time. Of course, these are my kids. When we smile, when we laugh, okay, this brain will produce feel-good hormones that we call endorphins and serotonins. Also, the ones being produced if you will be exposed to sunlight. Endorphins and serotonins. Once you produce them, it will help strengthen our different systems, including your immune system. Once you improve your immune system, we can kill bacteria, viruses, fungi, including cancer cells, including COVID-19 in our body. And of course, another significance is for you to attract positive fortune, for you to become successful in doing this business. So let's try to summarize everything that I've said. 8 glasses of water, 8 hours of sleep. Avoid negative people, be positive. Okay? Next, avoid processed foods, avoid junk foods, avoid trigger foods. Okay? Small frequent feedings. Eat more fruits and vegetables. 5 servings, at least 400 grams every day. Okay? Then, okay? Expose yourself to sunlight with vitamin D, sunshine vitamin. Wash your hands. Face mask, face shield, cough etiquette, alcohol, soft gel, and of course, smile. But at the end of the day, before you sleep, before 10 o'clock in the evening, always pray on the one above. Okay, regardless of your faith or religion, because it's not an issue here in a company. Because I do believe that there's only but one God above. Ask for the help of the one above. Why? Because when God steps in, miracles do happen. Are we clear? So, one more thing I would like to suggest for you to be healthy, talk to your loved ones, and for you to be successful, do this business because of them, because of yourself, and because of them. Because if you will be doing this business because of your loved ones, no amount of frustration, negativity, rejections, illnesses, or diseases can stop you from getting your dreams. Okay? So with that, thank you very much. If you have certain questions, we are now open to the so-called question and answer portion. Thank you very much. God bless.